Hey, everybody, it's the Amanda Seales Show. I'm Amanda Seales. And we got a new segment here called Building the Block with politicians cutting funding and resources for Black communities. I want to highlight ways we can unite, create our own resources, and utilize existing ones. So this is our new series, Building the Block, also because I think everybody, I hope, is coming to really realize the government is not for you. It's supposed to be, but they typically just dangle carrots in front of you so that they can get a job. And then you end up fighting them and begging them and demanding them to give you the thing that they said they were going to give you if you gave them the job. So I wanted to start talking about this in actualized ways, also because as we look toward the future of where this country is going, it is imperative that we really realize that community is not just a word. It has an action behind it. And there is actual efforts that you can do to strengthen your community. And when I say community, I'm not just meaning like your friends. I'm not just meaning your home, your family. I mean the actual place where you reside. And a lot of us don't necessarily think in that way because we may not need those resources at present. But were they to be stripped from you, you don't want to be out there dangling like that carrot they was dangling in front of you,
right,
trying to figure out how you can keep your footing. So I want to talk about ever so often, we're going to be talking about this with this new segment, different elements of your needs and how you can get those needs supported. So the government doesn't take care of us. We can take care of ourselves. Community-based solutions. So for instance, the Republican Study Committee unveiled their 2025 budget. They've titled it Fiscal Sanity to Save America. One of their big moves, they want to put an end to universal free school lunches.
Wow.
Specifically, they're targeting a part of the school lunch program called the Community Eligibility Provision, the CEP. This program helps schools in low-income areas offer free breakfast and lunch to all students, cutting down on paperwork and making it easier for kids to get their meals. Side note, this is where I feel like Jay-Z should have invested that money. Instead of investing it in private schools, this is where I feel like Jay-Z should have invested that money. Republicans argue that universal free meals are wasteful and prone to abuse. Feeding children is wasteful and prone to abuse. So when we look at this, we say, okay, do I need this? One of the things I'm going to be demanding you guys, let me not say demanding. One of the things I'm going to be asking you guys to do every time we do this segment and on a regular basis is asking yourself, what are resources that I may need in the future? What are resources that I may need now? If the government got cut off right now and you just had to figure it out, what are some things you may need? Is it childcare? Is it medical care? Is it elderly care? Do you have food insecurity? Do you have income insecurity? Do you have home insecurity, et cetera? So this is a scenario where we're talking about food insecurity for kids, right? Mm-hmm. One of the things you're going to look at is what are some community-based solutions for this? Volunteer programs.
Yep.
There are parents and community members who can volunteer in preparing and serving meals. This is when we start to look at what a co-op looks like, what mutual aid looks like. Okay. Some people have more than others, right? Some people have more than others. And when we think about people having more than others, sometimes we just think about like, I'm just going to throw money at it and donate it. But sometimes there are more practical ways that money can be spent, like by giving it to maybe a food bank versus just like a large nonprofit, right? Give it to somewhere that can actually like use that money in a mindful, thoughtful way, in real ways. Absolutely. You can engage with local chefs to volunteer their time and expertise to create nutritious and appealing meals. Utilizing available resources. You can partner with existing nonprofits. You can work with food banks and pantries, community gardens and farms.
Yeah.
These are all different places where you can either get resources from, you can work with, and I suggest that before you need something from them, start working with them.
Right? Head on down there, see what they're doing already. See how you can help.
When people ask me about what can we do, yes, we need to vote. But more importantly, we need to work on building structures within our communities that strengthen our communities so that we're not completely reliant on people who have shown time and time again that they don't care about us. Let me know your thoughts. 1-855-AMANDA-8. That's 1-855-262-6328. Keep it locked.